Dodge has always been known for pushing boundaries, not just with production cars, but with concepts that were bold, wild, and often ahead of their time. Some of these designs could have reshaped the brand's future, while others were simply too outrageous to ever leave the showroom floor. In this video, we're exploring 10 Dodge concept cars that never made it, from the futuristic Diamante of the 1970s to the wild Tomahawk motorcycle and the visionary Zeo electric coupe. We'll revisit ideas like the Copperhead, Baby Viper, the Demon Roadster, and the retro-styled M80 pickup. These concepts may never have reached production, but they left behind unforgettable stories of imagination, innovation, and ambition. In the number 10 position, we have the Dodge Diamante, a concept car that looked like it had driven straight out of the future. Revealed in 1971, the Diamante was Dodge's attempt to show the world it could do more than just muscle cars. It could create a luxury coupe with cutting-edge style. With its sharp, wedge-shaped body, hidden headlights, and chrome accents, the Diamante looked like something meant for the showroom floor, but it never got past the concept stage. The interior was just as bold. Dodge gave it a plush cabin filled with futuristic touches that felt more like a spaceship than a car. It hinted at a future where Dodge could compete with Cadillac or even Lincoln in the luxury segment. Unfortunately, the oil crisis and shifting markets buried the project. Still, the Diamante remains one of Dodge's most stunning what-ifs, a concept that deserved much more. In the number 9 position, we have the Dodge Avenger concept, a car that promised far more than what the production version eventually delivered. Unveiled in 1990, this sleek two-door coupe was Dodge's attempt to show it could compete with Japanese sports cars like the Toyota Supra and Nissan 300ZX. The concept featured aggressive styling, with sharp edges, wide stance, and futuristic lighting that made it look ready for the racetrack. Inside, Dodge pushed for a driver-focused cockpit, with bold design cues and advanced digital displays that felt decades ahead of their time. Underneath, the car was envisioned to pack strong performance, but when the Avenger finally made it to production in the mid-90s, it was a watered-down front-wheel drive coupe with far less power and excitement. The concept Avenger was bold and daring, the kind of car enthusiasts still dream about. But sadly, it never made it. In the number 8 position, we have the Dodge Super 8 Hemi, a concept that blended retro muscle car vibes with modern luxury. Unveiled in 2001, the Super 8 Hemi looked like something straight out of a comic book, with its oversized grille, squared-off body, and throwback styling that nodded to classic Dodges of the past. It wasn't subtle, it was bold, brash, and unapologetically American. Inside, Dodge packed the Super 8 Hemi with futuristic tech for its time. Touchscreen controls, voice-activated systems, and a spacious, comfort-first cabin made it feel like a luxury sedan wrapped in muscle car clothing. Under the hood sat a 5.7-liter Hemi V8 producing 353 horsepower, giving it the power to back up its wild looks. Fans loved its personality, but it was simply too radical for mass production. The Super 8 Hemi proved Dodge wasn't afraid to dream big, even if the dream never left the concept stage. In the number 7 position, we have the Dodge Kahuna, one of the strangest yet most creative concepts Dodge ever built. Revealed in 2003, the Kahuna was Dodge's attempt to reimagine the minivan for a younger, lifestyle-driven crowd. Instead of a family hauler, this was pitched as the ultimate surfer's ride, complete with a bold, boxy shape, funky design details, and room for boards and gear. The interior was even more daring. Dodge gave the Kahuna fold-flat seats that could create huge amounts of space, perfect for hauling equipment or just lounging at the beach. Its massive windows and airy cabin gave it a fun, laid-back vibe, while its futuristic look set it apart from anything else on the road. Ultimately, the Kahuna was more dream than reality. Buyers weren't ready for such a radical minivan, and it never made it to production. Still, it remains one of Dodge's most memorable what-if experiments. In the number 6 position, we have the Dodge Zeo, a concept that showed Dodge was already thinking about the electric future long before EVs hit the mainstream. Unveiled in 2008 at the Detroit Auto Show, the Zeo was a four-door electric sports coupe with sleek, futuristic styling and bold red paint that made it stand out instantly. It was Dodge's way of saying, we can do electric and still make it exciting. The Zeo promised up to 250 miles of range, which was impressive for its time. Inside, it featured a minimalist, tech-forward cabin with digital displays and a clean, modern layout that hinted at where car interiors were headed. Performance was also a focus, with Dodge claiming quick acceleration to rival gas-powered sports cars. Sadly, the timing wasn't right. The Zeo was ahead of its era, and Dodge shelved it. Still, it remains one of Dodge's most visionary concepts. In the number 5 position, we have the Dodge Demon Roadster, a concept that was supposed to bring affordable open-top fun back to the brand. Revealed in 2007, the Demon looked like Dodge's answer to the Mazda MX-5 Miata. Small, lightweight, sporty, and built to make driving pure enjoyment. Its bold curves, wide stance, and aggressive styling gave it a presence far beyond its compact size. Under the hood, the Demon packed a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine paired with a 6-speed manual transmission, aiming to balance affordability with spirited performance. Inside, Dodge kept things simple. A clean, driver-focused layout that emphasized fun behind the wheel rather than luxury. The Demon had the potential to attract younger buyers and expand Dodge's lineup, but the 2008 financial crisis killed the project. While it never made it to production, the Demon Roadster remains a reminder that Dodge once dreamed of building a true budget sports car. In the number 4 position, we have the Dodge Copperhead, a concept that promised to be the little brother to the mighty Viper. Revealed in 1997, the Copperhead was designed to deliver sports car thrills at a much more affordable price. Its curvy, low-slung body with flared fenders and a wide stance gave it a bold, athletic look that turned heads instantly. Painted in a striking copper color, it looked every bit as exotic as its name suggested. Under the hood sat a 2.7-liter V6 with 220 horsepower, paired with a lightweight chassis to keep handling sharp and responsive. The Copperhead wasn't about brute power like the Viper. It was about balance, agility, and fun. Inside, the cabin was minimalist but stylish, designed to keep the driver focused on the road. Fans loved the idea, but Dodge ultimately shelved it. The Copperhead remains one of the brand's greatest what-could-have-been moments. In the number 3 position, we have the Dodge M80, a concept pickup that blended retro charm with modern utility. Unveiled in 2002, the M80 was Dodge's attempt to re-enter the compact truck market with something stylish, fun, and highly functional. Its design drew inspiration from classic Dodge trucks of the 1940s and 50s with a boxy shape, round headlights, and a rugged, no-nonsense look that made it stand out. The interior carried the same theme, with a simple, durable cabin built for adventure. Dodge envisioned it as a truck for younger buyers who wanted something smaller and more affordable than the full-size Ram. Powered by a 3.7-liter V6, it had the muscle for light work while staying practical for daily driving. Fans were excited about its potential, but the M80 never made it past the concept stage. Still, it's remembered as one of Dodge's coolest missed opportunities. In the number 2 position, we have the Dodge Tomahawk, a concept so outrageous it barely seemed real. Revealed in 2003, the Tomahawk wasn't a car at all. It was a motorcycle powered by Dodge's 8.3-liter V10 engine from the Viper. Yes, you heard that right. A bike with 500 horsepower and a theoretical top speed of over 300 miles per hour. It looked more like a piece of science fiction artwork than something meant to be ridden. The design was jaw-dropping, with 4 wheels arranged in pairs for stability and a body crafted from billet aluminum. It was Dodge flexing pure imagination, showing what happens when you throw practicality out the window. Of course, the Tomahawk was never road legal, and only a handful of display models were built. Still, it captured global attention, cementing its place as one of the wildest concepts ever, a true showstopper in Dodge's history. In the number one position, we have the Dodge Viper concept, the car that shocked the world when it debuted in 1989. This wasn't just a concept. It was a statement that Dodge could build a pure, no-compromise supercar. The Viper concept looked aggressive from every angle, with its long hood, side-exit exhausts, and wide, muscular stance that screamed performance. It was a modern throwback to the raw power of the Shelby Cobra, but with Dodge's own wild twist. Under the hood sat an 8.0-liter V10 engine co-developed with Lamborghini, producing a monstrous 400 horsepower, numbers that were jaw-dropping for the time. The interior was stripped down, built entirely around the driver, making it clear this car was about one thing: speed. The concept was such a hit that Dodge had no choice but to greenlight production. It became the legendary Viper we know today, but it all started here.